And every time I run a sale, it dips below $13.99, which leads to an email like this. Guess what happened because I refused to raise my price? This happened. Effective immediately is suspending sales reseller of identified honest products. Hey everyone, it's Lindey. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to my first eBay sold video of 2021. So in these sold videos, I go over the gross amount of sales that I reached in this eBay store, selling costs associated with getting those sales, what my net profits are, how much I'm choosing to pay myself, anything significant that I've learned over this last month, and I actually take you into my eBay account. I scroll through my paid and shipped page and show you real items that sold for me in this eBay store. So if videos like this interest you, please do make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell, that way you're notified whenever I post new videos. And while you're down there, I would greatly appreciate it if you'd hit that thumbs up button. That lets me know that you appreciate that I take the time to put these videos together to help you out. So in my last sold video, which was December 2020, I let you guys know of some more information that I was going to start including in these sold videos for 2021, because you see, I set some business goals for myself and I wanted to be able to use these sold videos as a way to hold myself accountable to those goals that I set at the end of last year. I set a listing goal amount and a total sales amount that I wanted to reach before the end of 2021. So as just a really quick recap, I had initially said that I wanted to get up at least 500 new listings every single month, and I wanted to achieve $100,000 in gross sales for this year. So every single month, I'm going to be keeping track of how exactly I'm doing with reaching my goals. So now first, let's go over gross sales and find out how much I actually sold on eBay for January. Okay, so here we are in the performance tab of my eBay Seller Hub. This is the sales report generator. So we're looking at January 1st through January 31st, 2021. My total sales totaled $5,203.04, which is up 24.2% from December, which is fantastic. I talked about in my last sales video that I kind of let the eBay ball drop a little bit last month because I was focusing a lot of my attention on Facebook sales, which I did an entire sales recap a few weeks ago for everything that I sold through the month of December on Facebook, because I was doing Q4, selling a lot of toys and things like that. I'll make sure to link that Facebook Marketplace sold video down below. I'll also pin it to the top pinned comment in the comment section just in case you missed that video and you're interested in what I sold on Facebook last month. But sales are up on eBay because I've been putting more effort into eBay. And again, eBay is something, if you don't put the energy and effort into it, it's not going to produce for you. Made sure to start producing new listings and getting some activity in my eBay store this month. That's why my sales are up almost 25%. So of that total amount, $298.38 was collected by eBay on my behalf for taxes and government fees. My total selling costs totaled out at $2,090.79, which is 40.2% of my total sales, which is pretty typical for me. Right around 40% is pretty normal, and we'll go through exactly what makes up that 40% as well, which leaves me with a net sales total of $2,813.87, which is increased to 26.2%. So of this $5,203 in gross sales, my total net sales, which is all selling costs taken out, but it's not including cost of goods. So this is not net profit. This is just net sales. Okay, now let's scroll through and take a look to see what all of my selling costs were. So if you scroll down in your report, this is where all this is, and you just hit these little arrows and it'll bring down exactly what all of your fees were. So of my $2,090 selling costs, $787 of it was eBay fees. That was made up of $105.40 in insertion fees, which again, I tell you guys every single sold video that I have the out of stock option turned on in my store, which basically means my listings never end. And because I only have a premium store, that means I only get 1,000 free insertions, which means that every listing over 1,000 that I hold, I have to pay insertion fees for. And that is what those insertion fees are. That's why I pay an extra $105 a month, is to have all of my listings up. A lot of you guys have been asking me why exactly I would have the out of stock option turned on. Is it just a waste of money? I know that I get a lot of things in stock depending on what merchandise I'm getting in. You guys know that I source with Wholesale Ninjas a lot. I will see a lot of repeat items come in, and I would rather keep those listings active and keep the sales history on those listings, because I feel like sales history is really important on eBay. It shows eBay that the listing sold, and when you replenish the stock, it gives it a better search placement. So I want to keep all of the history on those listings, and that's why I'm willing to pay to keep the listings active versus having them end, having all of that sales history erased, and then you have to relist it or create the listings again from scratch. It just seems to cut down on my manpower, and it gives my listings more visibility if I replenish the stock. So that's just the decision that I choose to make. I'm happy paying to keep those listings active. $618.99 in final value fees, $3.93 in international fees, and then I paid $59.95 for my premium store subscription, and I did get a credit of $1.27. I'm not exactly sure what that's for. Oh, promoted listings credit. I don't use promoted listings, so I don't know, but I mean, it knocked down my store price to $58.68, so why not? And then 62.4% of my total selling cost came from shipping labels, which again is pretty typical. Anywhere from 60 to 65% of my selling costs is always shipping labels, because I do free shipping and someone has to pay for the shipping. So I paid $1,303.79 for shipping labels. And then I wanted to start going down here on these sold videos and kind of showing you guys, because I do some items that have multiple quantities. And so at the bottom of this report, it will actually tell me what items sold the most over this time frame. And so we could see here that I sold this Burt's Bees Intense Hydration Night Cream. I sold 62 of them for a total of $434.23 in sales. This Olay Total Effects 7-in-1 Tone Correcting Night Moisturizer, I've sold 16 of them over this last month for a total of $216.55. This Rock Multi-Correction 5-in-1 Chest, Neck, and Face Cream, sold 13 of them for a total of $287. Rock Retinol Correction Sensitive Night Cream, sold 12 of them for a total of $141.35. And then it goes on and on. So this can be very, very helpful for you if you are looking at stocking multiple quantities of particular items. You can look here in your sales report and you can see exactly how many of each item that's sold in large quantities, so you know if that's an item you want to restock. It also gives you an idea of the kind of items that are selling best in your eBay store, so that you can find more of those kind of items. So this report overall gives us a lot of really nice information, but now let's talk about how much I'm going to pay myself and how I'm doing on my goals. So resellers usually don't take 100% of the profits out of their business unless they've been in the game a long time and they have a lot of working capital stacked up, and then they can just draw all of their profits as a payday. But when you're working at growing a business or developing a reselling business, a lot of the times we're reinvesting a lot of our profits. And so my eBay business right now, this eBay store, where it sits with my profits and my capital and how much I'm choosing to pay myself, I have a completely separate bank account, which if you don't have a separate bank account for your eBay sales, you need to have a separate bank account. You must make sure that your business bank account is separate from your personal. If you are intermingling funds, it's going to get very, very messy with taxes. So I have a separate fund that is all for business use. And there's a certain amount of money that I always keep in there. And that is for buying new inventory. It's for buying supplies. It's for paying my helper now, which if you've seen my other videos, you know that my sister-in-law has been helping me do listing. So I have money separated for all of my business expenses, and it includes paying her, buying more inventory, buying supplies, and all of that. And I choose to pay myself in a way that I keep putting a little bit of money back in this bank account, and then I also transfer some into my personal account as a paycheck essentially. And so the way I have chosen to do that at this time is I take my net sales dollar amount and I transfer half to my business account to keep that dollar amount floating, and then I transfer the rest into my personal account as a form of payment. So my net sales total was $2,813.37. So half of that, which is $1,406.93, is going into my business account. So that means that the remaining $1,406.93 is what I am choosing to pay myself. And it was not always that way. I've been kind of cluing you guys in on the sold videos. I started paying myself, 10% of that net sales total, and I was putting most of it back into the business. And then after a little bit of time, I moved up to 20% and then 30%, and now I'm doing 50%. So I'm taking the net sales total, splitting it completely in half. Half goes back into the business, half goes as my paycheck. So of the $5,203 sales total, I am paying myself $1,403 from those sales. And again, I am sharing all of that information because I get a lot of questions surrounding how much you should pay yourself, when you should pay yourself. And while all of that is very personal and it really depends on you, your business, your cash flow, how much you sell, what your income goals are, all of those are very personal factors for you. I'm just letting you know what I do so that maybe you can figure out if something like that would work for your business. But ultimately, it's up to you to decide how many profits to take out as a paycheck. But again, I've said it before and I will say it again. It is the best practice to refrain from spending as much of your profits as you can in the very beginning. That way you can grow your business. It took a really long time for me to start taking any money out of my business to pay myself because I was constantly reinvesting those profits into buying more inventory. And that's how I was eventually able to have a certain sum of money that I was able to use for business to be able to start drawing a paycheck. If I was constantly taking those profits out of my business to pay myself, I would not have been able to grow my business nearly as quickly. So now I want to talk about where exactly I am with the business goals that I set for myself for this year, and then we'll get into some of the items that sold for me over the month of January. It's only the first month of the year, and I'm already seeing that I'm gonna have to tweak how exactly I set these goals, and I'll tell you exactly why. Because there was a lot of stuff I didn't take into consideration, and that was an amateur move on my part. So the business goals that I set for myself for 2021 was 500 new listings every single month and $100,000 in sales. But so far, I am nowhere near on track, and let me explain why. So when I set the listing goal of 500 new listings every single month, I was strictly just thinking about the amount of hours that my sister-in-law was going to be helping me list and how many listings I thought I would be able to make up for when she wasn't here. But I completely disregarded the entire idea that we were gonna have to be playing catch up from December because I had death pile stuff that still needs to get listed while processing new inventory. And I completely forgot to take into consideration the time that we were gonna have to take to organize, put things away, and get this year started on the right foot. So far in January, we were able to get up 368 new listings, which is pretty darn good. However, it's still way off of my 500 new listing goal. We had to spend way more time than I thought sorting inventory while she was here, and we also had to spend an absorbent amount of time replenishing listings that were already active. And I really should have taken that kind of stuff into consideration when I was thinking about just listing 500 new items every single month. All of the time that she's here, she can't just be listing new stuff. I need help sorting, I need help putting stuff away, and I need help replenishing stock. So I might have to adjust my listing strategy and focus more on total value added to my eBay store. Because here's the thing. I really wish I would have realized what was about to happen so that I could have shown all of you how amazing multiple quantities can really be for adding value into your eBay store. So when January 2021 first started, I had roughly $34,000 worth of value in my eBay store. And I went and I looked when I was preparing to make this video, and the total value in my eBay store right now is $60,400. $417.18. So I have an available quantity to sell of 4,380 units. But you guys can see here that I only have 2,059 active listings. But this is where it gets juicy, because not all 2,059 of my active listings are available for sale. I have many out of stock. You could see here that I have 945 listings out of stock. So that basically means, where is my calculator? 259 active minus the 945 out of stock. I only technically have 1,114 available for sale items that are not currently out of stock. And of the 1,114 available items I have for sale, I have a total quantity of 4,380 items, totaling a whopping $60,417 worth of merchandise that I can sell. So what I'm trying to say is, I was so focused on the idea that I wanted to have 500 new listings up every single month that I completely negated the value of my total available inventory. So yeah, I was feeling really kind of irritated by the fact that I didn't hit my 500 listing goal because we had to spend so much time replenishing stock, organizing things, sorting things, putting things away. I was really irritated, honestly, that I didn't hit my listing goal, but then I realized I almost doubled the value of my eBay store. So realistically, it's the total value of the items that you have to sell, not necessarily a number of items that you have available for sale. So I really think that I need to take a step back and I need to reevaluate my listing goal every single month and maybe turn it into a total value I want to add to my eBay store versus the number of actual active items that I have. I'm undecided on how exactly I'm going to handle all of that. So I might actually do an entire video showing how I'm basically reverse engineering my goals for this year and how I'm creating all of my monthly milestones in order to achieve that. So I might just talk about it in the next sold video, but let me know down in the comment section if you're interested in an entire video talking about the end goal and kind of like reverse engineering how exactly you plan to make that goal. But I really need to figure out and reevaluate how exactly I'm going to reach my goal, because just doing 500 active listings a month, I don't think is gonna get me there. It's gonna have to be all about adding value. So let me know in the comment section if you're interested in a video about that. So we were only able to get up 368 additional listings this month. However, we added $26,000 worth of value. So there's that. And then of course, regarding my $100,000 sales goal, I am way off of that because my sales were not nearly as high as I was hoping that they would be this month. So it's basically $5,203.04 down, $94,796.96 to go. Honestly, the only way that I'm gonna get there is to just keep cranking out listings, adding value to my eBay store, and keep doing daily activity to sell more. But I will definitely keep you guys updated on my progress every single month in these videos. Now, of course, the last thing I like to do in these sold videos is I like to take you into my paid and shipped page, and I like to show you guys actual items that sold for me in my eBay store. But before I do that, I want to take just 1 minute to thank the sponsor of this monthly sold video. In these sold videos, you guys are always inquiring about where exactly this merchandise comes from. Well, one of my favorite places for sourcing inventory is sponsoring today's video. I've partnered with Wholesale Ninjas for almost a year and a half now because, in my opinion, they stand above and beyond other liquidation companies in this space. A couple of years ago, I wanted to switch from thrifted merchandise to wholesale and liquidation, and I was really finding that world to be pretty scary because there's a lot of risk involved. When you buy liquidation, it's always as is sales. You never know whether or not the merchandise that you are going to receive is going to be in sellable condition, if it's going to be a bunch of trash that you get in a box, if customer returns are going to be new, or if they're going to be used. It's like you roll the dice every single time you buy. I stumbled upon Wholesale Ninjas in a simple Google search, and I was really intrigued by their website because they sold a lot of health and beauty merchandise, which, as you guys probably know if you've seen any of my videos, is my favorite kind of inventory to source. And with a lot of companies, health and beauty is really hit and miss. You can either get a lot of it one time and then they never have it again. It's really intermittent. It's not consistent at all. And so I was really looking for a liquidation company that had consistent supply of HBA, and it really did look like Wholesale Ninjas could be that company. So I ordered 5 test lots from them just so that I could get an idea of the range of conditions and the kind of merchandise that I could get from them. And I was shocked in the best way. I had never seen liquidation like this before. It looked like it was wholesale. Everything was in brand new condition. Things were impeccably packaged. You didn't have a bunch of those annoying stickers all over everything. And so that let me get my listings up even faster because I didn't have to sit there with a Scotty peeler and take all these stupid stickers off. And they instantly became my go-to for eBay inventory. I was so impressed with the inventory that I reached out to them and I asked them for a coupon code for my viewers, and they were more than happy to do that. And I have partnered with them ever since. As I mentioned, I do have an active coupon code for them. The code is Lindey25 and it gets you $25 off of anything on their site. I will make sure to link their information down in the video description, and I'll also link my favorite items that they have on their site. Thank you again to Wholesale Ninjas for partnering with me all this time and sponsoring today's sold video. Now let's head on over into my paid and shipped page so I can show you guys some of the items that sold for me over the month of January. All right, now I'm just gonna kind of scroll through my active sold page. I'm not gonna talk a lot about exact profits on these items because there's a different kind of video that I think I'm gonna do a little bit more frequently because there was an overwhelming positivity for that video series. So it was actually showing shipping items and then I talked about profits while I was shipping the item. So I think I'm gonna do those kind of videos more. So this portion, I'm just gonna show you some of the price points that certain things sold at. So I did sell some makeup this last weekend. I sold a lot of 2 CoverGirl True Blend Brightening Concealer, sold a set of 3 CoverGirl Cheekers Blush, and a set of 2 Instant Cheekbones Contouring Blush. I also sold some more Poo-Pourri. If you guys have seen other sold videos, you'll know that I've been selling a bunch of Poo-Pourri lately. Here's a 3-pack of Seal Tight Cast and Bandage Protectors. So 3 sold for $39.75. You guys might remember seeing these in my most recent Wholesale Ninjas unboxing. That's where these came from. Got some more Proganic, sold for $27.44. So this right here, I really think was a mistake that I didn't catch. Now, this is actually a hiccup that you can start to encounter when you get people to help you and you're actually trying to train them to understand not only how to list, but how to price things properly. Also, let me know down in the comments if you're interested in a video about hiring help and all of that, because I think I'm going to do one. So for a couple of months now, I've been working with my sister-in-law to teach her how to list. And I actually had 2 lots of these Head & Shoulders scalp-friendly texturizing putties, and both of them sold for under $8 for 2 of them, and they're pretty heavy. So I basically broke even or even lost a little bit with these sales. So I think that this might have been a pricing error, and so sometimes you lose money when you are, doing something like hiring help. So I'm not mad about it though, because she's been doing a really good job overall. So here's that Burt's Bees Intense Hydration Night Cream. So I did sell 62 to the same person on a best offer of, I think it was $6.50 per unit, so a total of $403, and then they did pay tax. That's why there's a difference over here. So $62 for $403. Lot of 2 bar soap. It's the Native Cucumber and Mint, sold for $13. Some Clean Air perfume sold for $12.50. Some Sony earbuds sold for $11. I still have some of these natural whitening charcoal powders, sold 2 for $22.58. Veet Sensitive Precision Trimmer sold for $12.24. Some Nude Chapter Zyflamend, again, don't know what it does, but it did come in that Wholesale Ninjas unboxing that I just recently posted, sold for $13.19. Here's some more Rock Retinol Eye Cream, sold for $13.28. I'm still not sure how to say this. Seam Choco Pie Scented Hand Cream. So it was a mixed lot. It had 4 strawberries and 1 cookies and cream. Sold for $29.99. This was actually something that came from Wholesale Ninjas a little while back. I had no idea what these hand creams were, but I was really surprised when I saw the price comps. It did take a little bit of time for this to sell, but 5 sold for just under $30. Sold 2 Sonia Kashuk eyeshadow brushes for $15.14. Some Barrier No More Blisters Prevention Spray sold for $13.19. Let me scroll down here. Someone bought 2 lots of 4 of the Pond's Moisture Towelettes, $36.06. Just gonna kind of scroll through here because I can never seem to get through the entire month in these videos. Just kind of let you guys see here. A lot of similar items. Sometimes even I think just having you guys be able to look can really help. A lot of 2 Head & Shoulders Moisture Scalp Soothers sold for $15.73. Some more Olay Regenerist Micro Sculpting Eye Cream and Lash Serum Duos. Lot of 2 lots of 2 sold for $37.38. Got some mascara. Some number 7 Stay Perfect Foundation. Here's a set of 2 Always Discreet size extra large underwear. So this sold for $33.73, but then someone paid shipping in addition to it. So they paid a total of $48.97. Again, stuff like this is pretty heavy and it doesn't fit into a flat rate of any kind. And so I always charge shipping to the buyer when that happens. Oh, this one was a neat one. 2-pack of John Frieda Color Refreshing Gloss. So it was for warm blondes. Took a best offer of $38 for a 2-pack of that. Let's see here. Had someone come in and buy a whole bunch of these Swan Professional Deep Moisture Humectic Conditioners. So this was a 3-pack. Someone came in and bought 3 3-packs. So a total of 9 bottles of this Suave conditioner for $45.27. And of course, I was able to ship all of them in a regional A box to save some money on shipping. So that was awesome. A 4-pack of Aveeno Positively Nourishing Seaweed Oatmeal Purifying Body Wash sold for $31.33. John Frieda, it's another one of those color refreshing glosses, except this one was for reds. Red tone hair for $15. Scroll, let's see what else we've got down here. There's a lot of the same, you guys can see I sell a lot of duplicates. I really like the duplicates. So lots of the same stuff you're probably seeing over and over again. Scroll. I did notice that in the month of January though. I noticed that there was a lot of the same stuff selling over and over and over again. Here's a 2-pack of Colgate Essentials whitening with coconut oil. So someone bought 2 lots of 2 for a total of $17.78. Here's some more of the Jergens BB body cream. Sold another lot of 3 for $42.19. I still have 5 lots available. So this is something I've talked about on sold videos before. They just keep selling because I had a large quantity of them. All right, we're about halfway through the month now. Let's see what else we got. We've got 2 packages of men's boxer briefs sold for $12. Some of this stuff you'll probably recognize from the profit and shipping video as well, like the Rolaids. There was a few people that were kind of shocked that I was able to sell 4 boxes of Rolaids for $32.09. I tell you, there's some things that shock even me. Some people prefer to buy them in larger quantities on a site like eBay, and they're willing to pay more for them. YouTube subscriber came in and bought some things for me. Thank you so much. I always appreciate every time you guys shop my eBay store. Thank you so much. 2-pack of Honest Body Wash sold for $17.37. Oh, speaking of, I want to end on this note here because we're about ready to go through the entire month. You guys see the same kind of items over and over again. I want to talk about a nasty gram that I got, and I want to bring it up because I'm sure that a lot of you have gotten these nasty grams before, and so I wanted to talk about it and let you know you are not alone. Okay, so I have mentioned the MAP policy in one of my frequently asked Friday videos because a lot of you guys have questions about the Vero issues and stuff and being restricted on certain listings, and I brought up the MAP policy, which is the market average pricing policy, MAPP, MAP, the MAP policy. And it basically means that there are certain companies out there that only want you to sell their product for a particular price. And the Honest Company has been after me for a long time. Derma E was one that I was always getting notices for. They were like, you're selling our item too cheap. You need to abide by the MAP policy, yada, yada, yada. And so I would always raise up my price because I didn't exactly understand what the repercussions would be if I didn't raise my price. So basically, this kept happening with Honest Beauty. Everything I sell that's Honest Beauty, they hit me with this stupid MAP policy, and it's completely frustrating. So finally, I just decided to not do anything just to see what would happen. And so this lipstick, this stupid lipstick, this Passion Shade Liquid Honest Beauty lipstick, they want a MAP price of $13.99. And the market price, everybody is selling it for $10. Everybody. And so I kept raising my price. It's not selling because I'm higher than everybody because of the stupid MAP policy. So I had my price at $13.99, and every time I run a sale, it dips below $13.99, which leads to an email like this. So finally, I just said, forget it. And I stopped worrying about it just to see what would happen. And guess what happened? Guess what happened because I refused to raise my price? This happened. This letter serves as a notice that insert store name here, reseller, they couldn't even put my actual store name in there, has not corrected its violation of Honest brand advertised policy and in connection with resellers' sale of the products identified as below, pursuant to the brand advertised policy, effective immediately. Honest is suspending sales to reseller of identified Honest products. The suspension will last for the applicable period as identified in the brand advertised policy. Following the suspension period and provided reseller has corrected the violation, Honest will reinstate sales to reseller of identified Honest products. Should reseller fail to correct the violation during the suspension period, Honest reserves the right to cease all sales to reseller of all Honest products. Should you have any questions, please reply to this email. Sincerely, the Honest Company. So what exactly does this mean? This is not an eBay suspension. eBay cannot suspend you for this. This basically to me sounds like the Honest Company will not sell merchandise to me directly as a distributor. This is so completely confusing to me. Let me know in the comments below if you have any insight for this, but this to me just sounds like the Honest Company themselves will not work with me if I don't abide by this MAP policy. But I don't work directly with the Honest Company. I buy my inventory from liquidators that resell Honest Company merchandise that has been liquidated. I buy my Honest Company merchandise from liquidation companies that buy it from retailers like Target. This is not the first time that the Honest Company has suspended me from being able to buy their merchandise. Nothing else has happened. This has been going on for months. And so this is me letting you know from a reseller's perspective, if you get a notice like this about a MAP policy, to not let it freak you out, because it's not going to have an effect on your ability to buy merchandise from liquidation companies, and it's not having any effect on my eBay account whatsoever. My eBay account has not been threatened to be suspended. eBay themselves have not given me a slap on the wrist. eBay hasn't even taken my listings down. This is literally a scare tactic from the company, just basically saying, we're suspending you. But then in fact, they really don't do anything because I'm not even buying my merchandise from them anyway. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of insight into the MAP policy and maybe show you that it's not really so scary. They use words like suspension, but in the grand scheme of things, they're not really doing anything to you unless you're actually buying directly from them. But all right, you guys, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and videos like it, please do give it a thumbs up. That lets me know that you like this kind of content and I can continue to make it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and ring that notification bell. That way you're notified whenever I post a new video. Don't forget to check the video description. I will put a bunch of useful information in there for you, as well as my coupon code to get you $25 off of anything on the Wholesale Ninjas website. Don't forget to leave any questions or comments down in the comments below. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you guys with my next video. Bye-bye.